Hi friends, this is Laloon Bunny and welcome to my channel. Today I decided to share what's inside my stationery pouch, which is this green Kokuyo stationery pouch, which is sort of a dupe for the Delphonics one. And this is much cheaper than the Delphonics one, but hopefully in the future I could also buy a Delphonics, and I would prefer the pink one from the Phonics brand. Anyway, I have a small ink pen which I got for free from a local seller, and I put it there. And then also this acrylic clip which I use whenever I journal. Again, this is from a local seller, and I don't put anything else on the front pockets because it might spill over on my bag, so I just leave it empty, save for the pin and the acrylic clip. Okay, so let's check out what's inside this pouch. Okay, so as you can see, it's quite disorganized. There's no visible organization or um, separation of the things inside, so it's just I just threw all the things inside. So there's a pocket here wherein I put my dip pens as well as some of my stamp pad. So this one is a Shachihata stamp pad and color sand, which I use for my stamps, and these are some of my dip pens. So okay, this one I reviewed on my previous video, which I will put a link down below. So these are the Pilot Iro Otsushi dip pens in Seungyo and Rika. So okay, I reviewed these on my previous video, and I put it here so that I could use them anytime I'm in the mood for some dip pen writing sessions. And I always keep their plastic caps, and I put them inside this singular sleeve so that it somehow protects them from being overly scratched. So I also have the Shachihata nib holder inside. Okay, I also have some empty vials so that whenever I have some pen meetups with friends, I could either get some inks from them, or if I have brought some inks, I could also provide ink samples. So this is for receiving and giving out ink samples during pen meetups. And I also got some pipettes. This is to extract the inks from the bottle and transfer them onto the vials. So I have a couple of pipettes inside, and I also have this glue stick. This is just your generic glue stick, which I use for sticking some ephemera on the journal page or any other use. So I sometimes use the adhesive tape, but I just find this glue stick to be more convenient. I also have this white out or correction tape, which is retractable. So this is from Dong A, and this is really good for cleaning up some writing mistakes. So I love its retractable mode of use, and I've had it for more than 2 years, I guess. So I've had it for a long time. And next item inside my stationery pouch would be this these pieces of cloth. So this one is a cloth from Scribe store, which I got during my fountain pen they purchase, and this is also another microfiber just for wiping my gadgets as well as polishing my pens. I also have this Kodo stamp, Pochitto stamp. So I'm going to be using or swatching these stamps so you would know how it looks like. So this is my Leuchtturm. I think this is A7 notebook. So this is where I'm going to swatch the stamps. Okay, so these are the icons. So it has a book, a planner, fountain pen nib, as well as ink, and then clip and tape. Okay, so as you can see, it takes some getting used to. Better to stamp it with a light press than a firm press so that the ink won't smudge. So I'm gonna try it again. Hopefully it's better. So there. So that's how it looks like, and the ink is waterproof, so when you highlight, put a highlight over it, it doesn't smudge. Okay, so let's check what else is in my pouch. Okay, let's try to tidy up the area. Okay, so another item is this Beverly stamps. So these are some mini stamps that I also use for my planner and journaling sessions. So I believe the name of this stamp set is Nordic stamp set, if I'm not mistaken. So I use it and I pair it with my Shachihata ink pad, stamp pad, and sand. So I'm going to be trying it out also. So I prefer using this color of stamp pad because most of the time the ghosting is pretty heavy, but with this stamp pad, although the color is very light, it doesn't ghost to the other page, to the next page, or it doesn't ghost to the back page rather. So let's try it again. So this one is the bird design. Okay, so it really imprints very nice details on the paper. So this one is butterfly. So if you have any recommendations on how to stamp well without the excess outline, let me know in the comments, because that's been my problem. So as you can see, those are the stamps. So they're very tiny and they're perfect for monthly view of your planners. Okay, so let's check out if there's some significant ghosting on the back page. So as you can see, the ghosting is very light to minimal using this Shachihata sand. So that's what I love about it. Okay, so moving on to the other items. Okay, I also have some notepads. Okay, so first let's check out the scissors. So this is my Kokuyo scissors. So this is in light brown or mauve colorway, and I really love it. It cuts smoothly, and the adhesives or the PET tapes doesn't stick to it. So I always make sure that I have scissors on my bag or on my stationery pouch. So as you can see, this scissors is already due for some cleaning, so I'll be cleaning it after the video. Okay, so next items would be some of my notebooks or notepads inside. So this is a Midori A7. So as you can see, it's still empty. So my initial plan for this was to draw some of my girls on the cloud illustrations, but as you can see, it's still not done, so I haven't started. But hopefully I could carve out some bubble of time to sketch and draw again. So that's my plan for it. So I just keep it on my pouch, so whenever I do have the time and I'm in the mood for it, then I could begin drawing again. So this one is a Soatelier a memo pad. So this is like a post-it. So it's an adhesive memo pad. So as you can see, it has some weather and the mood. And this also is a very cute post-it, which is like a food truck themed post-it. So I just keep it there. I just keep it in my pouch so that whenever I need somewhere to write on or to write some notes, then it's always handy. Okay, I also have some other school supplies or office supplies. So this one is a tweezer, which I use for my stickers. Okay, so this is just a random silicone or silica bead. So I just use it. I don't know if it's effective, but I just use it inside my pouch so to keep the excess moisture away. So this one is a retractable eraser because I also bring mechanical pencils with me a mechanical pencil with me for whenever I'm sketching, etc. So that's the eraser I use. And this one is a metal ruler, which I use not only for drawing lines but also as a guide whenever I'm cutting papers or stickers or etc. And so that's my tweezer that I use for my stickers. And so I'm just going to demonstrate how I use this. So for example, these are the PET tapes that I already cut and placed on my sticker book. So whenever I want to use it, I just peel it off carefully. So using the tweezer, and then I place it on my desired location like so. And then the bottom part of the tweezer can also be used to flatten the sticker. So that's how I use it. Okay, so let's check out what's remaining. So I have some few items remaining. So first one is this one is a stamp from Midori. It's a pre-filled ink stamp. Sorry, a pre-inked stamp from Midori, and I also use it for my ink swatches. So okay, let's try it to stamp it onto this paper. There's also quite a steep learning curve onto using this because it smudges most of the time, as you can see. So you should really have a light hand, so don't push it too much. So just very light hand would very light pressure is needed. Okay, so the last item inside the stationery pouch that I'll be showing would be my Kakimori nibs. So as you saw earlier, I have the Tachikawa nib holder, and I also have the Kakimori nibs, both the stainless and the brass nib, and also a pen rest, which I got for free from a Bennu fountain pen. So this container is just I think I got this. This is supposedly an accessories or earrings container, and I thought that I could use it for my Kakimori nibs. So I just put them there, and the nib holder that I use often, apart from the cherry wood holder, is this Tachikawa nib holder. Okay. So they're always on my pouch whenever I am in the mood for some ink swatching. So at the back pocket of the pouch, I also have this pencil board, which is useful for B6 notebooks, or I think they advertise this as a apart from it being a pencil board, you could also use it to make your stamp more visible or okay. I'm not sure, but they call it a stamp mat. So you're supposed to put it underneath the page, and then it will help straighten out or make the outcome of your stamps better. So let's try with this bear stamp if it's effective. So I'm really having a hard time making this work, but let's see if it works. So again, it's smudgy. So I'll probably try it again on a flat flatter surface. So I got some loose paper sheets. So let's try it out again. So again, just light pressure. Okay, so that's better. So the technique, I guess, is don't press on the middle of the stamp, but rather just hold the stamp on its sides and then just dab it onto the paper, and that will make a better imprint than putting the pressure or pressing onto the middle of part of the stamp. So that's how it's supposed to look like, as you can see. And then the ink on this one is also pigment ink or oil based, so that means it's waterproof. So you could use it, you could color it with some markers or some highlighters, and also you could swatch some inks inside this thought bubble. So that's what I'm gonna try in a while. So I'll just use an ink that's just here on my desk, and I'm going to use this Sailor Ink Studio 437 ink and swatch it inside the thought bubble of the ink of the stamp. Okay, so I'm using a glass pen here, and here I am just swatching the ink inside, and as you can see, it doesn't smudge because the ink is pigment ink or waterproof ink. So there. So this paper is Maraman Mnemosine paper. It's a loose sheet of paper that I have lying around on my desk. So that's how it looks like. Okay, so that's all that's inside of my pouch. My pen pouch is a whole different story. My fountain pen pouch, and so these are the items that I use for journaling or whenever I do some pen meetups. So it's separate from my fountain pen case. So let me know down below if there are still items that are missing on my stationery pouch, because I'm sure there's still items that I need to have on my pouch on a regular basis. If you love this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. And I'll see you again next time. Again, this is Lanoon Bunny. Have a creative and happy day. Bye!